Hey everyone, my name is Kris Barocsi. Welcome to Gear Corner. Today, I want to show you a brand new pedal from VS Audio, the Greek pedal masters, and it's their take on the Silver Jubilee. It's a preamp style overdrive pedal, and it's called the Platinum. If you like my videos, make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell, and check out the description box for additional stuff like timestamps, my signal chain. If you want to have a gear link to check out the Platinum for yourself or all the other stuff that I use in my videos, you can check that out. Also, you'll find my merch, etc. So, now that you've heard the higher gain settings of the Platinum with the Les Paul in the intro track, I wanna check it out with a Strat and dig in the lower gain edge of breakup settings of the pedal, because it does have a lot of features and covers a wide range of super low gain sounds until soaring lead sounds. So I want to do that, and also show you a couple of those features that are literally taken from the Silver Jubilee, such as how the presence switch works, or the lead channel, having the lead channel on the pedal, etc. So let's start with my clean tone, which is the guitar going through the pedal, which is bypassed right now, and going straight into the Tone King Imperial Mark II, which is on its clean channel at least, a very much blackface inspired amp. Dynamic range is crazy. Let's crank the gain just a bit more to see where that brings us, and I will engage the lead knob, the lead channel, which reacts the same way as the amp does when you put it in its lead channel. Still maintains its clarity and the dynamic range. You can actually clean it up just with picking less heavy-handed. Let's test the 3-band EQ, bass, mids, and treble. As I've heard, the mids are a little different than on like most overdrive pedals. It's not literally just cutting and boosting a certain mid frequency. It's more like a mid contour or a mid flavor knob. I'm looking forward to trying that out. So I'll keep the bass and the treble somewhat at the same position, which is a bit of a boosted bass, which is something I would definitely do on every Marshall, and cut the treble a little bit, which is again something I would do on every single Marshall because they get really harsh really fast. If you boost it, it's like an upper creamy mid-range happening, and if you cut the mids, it sounds almost like a breaking up old little Fender combo. It's like it gets scooped, but in not in a metal way, more like a really cool, old school, nasty rock kind of way, blues rock kind of way. All right, let's see what the presence switch does. It's really interesting because it does the same thing as the Silver Jubilee amp, which is negative feedback. I am not a professional when we're talking about electronic circuits and everything, so I can only tell what I've heard, and I can only give feedback on what I hear. So there's that. What it does is that it gives, it feeds back its own signal to the amp. It's out of phase, but the low frequencies get affected by that out of phase feedback, which means that the lows get reduced massively, which means that you essentially boost the top frequency. So it acts like a presence knob. It's a little complex. So as told, it feeds back its own signal, but out of phase, and only the low frequencies get that feedback, out of phase feedback signal. And with that, you sort of reduce the amount of low end in your signal, with which effectively you boost the higher frequencies. I could also imagine calling that a tight switch, because that's essentially what's happening here. It pronounces the upper mid-range and the treble of the pedal if you turn it on, and at the same time, it takes care of that flubby low end. So it literally tightens up the drive of the pedal, which is, again, the same effect as what you have on the Silver Jubilee if you engage the presence. There's one thing I realized about this pedal is that it doesn't have that huge, you know, like Mesa Boogie kind of low end, heavy, high gain tone. I will increase the gain now to see where, like how far it goes with the normal channel and the lead channel. But what I realized is that you have to crank the bass quite a bit to have like a really, you know, big sounding rock tone, which is, if you know the Silver Jubilee, you know that's something that all the JCM 800 amps and everything that's related to that generation of Marshall amps just all had. It's not the thickest sounding rock sound, which, to be fair, is totally cool, because those really deep low frequencies that make a guitar sound really big on its own are the only frequencies that will always get removed as soon as you play with a band, because the mixer cannot give all the instruments the amount of low frequency to sound that big and everything, because there are so many instruments that need to shine in that frequency range, and the guitar is not one of them. So yeah, there's that. What I did at the end is something that Panos told me about. Panos is like Mr. VS Audio. He designed the pedal to do the actual like most accurate rock Marshall thing if you max out the bass, mids, and treble and leave the gain somewhere around whatever 12 o'clock or something. That really gives you that British solid crunch, and it does. I love that. This is one of my favorite settings, which is not a usual setting on a pedal, for me at least. And last but not least, I wanted to show you my favorite setting with this pedal. I grabbed my Baum Wingman, which has really warm sounding single coil pickups. So this is going to be a lower gain setting, but the lead channel is on, and this is something that I would call like a really pleasant crunch tone, something that not many pedals can do really, really well. That sweet delay came from the aux box, by the way. I didn't have any other pedals engaged, just the Platinum going straight into the Tone King amp. The aux has a couple of nice little tricks like that, but I mean, what is sweeter than a stereo delay, right? All right, I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you have any questions about the Platinum, anything I forgot to mention, or anything you want to know and we didn't talk about it. So let me know in the comments below. See you down there, and meet you in the next video next week, or maybe this week, who knows? Bye-bye.